I start on breath, bare feet and wet sand. Ocean knows my name before I ever speak back. Salt in the skin, wind in my hair. Standing where water meets sky, I'm aware. I look up once, heaven responds. White light moves through, truth carries on. I don't walk alone, never did. Body and clothes keeps me for what I skill. He don't say much, just stands his ground. Every near miss, he was around. I don't need faith to touch the line. I carry it all, I carry it fine. Heaven and sin, sorry rain. I'm the bridge, I'm the ground where I stand. I don't need love to reach one step up, and it moves through me, loses one. Right now, every round my life, I carry it all at the same time. Michael watching, I stay sharp. Fire humming underneath my heart. Fairies move where your roots didn't know. Growth in the cycle, steady flow. Fire reeks the shame and hurt. Smoke speaks blessings we don't learn. Egypt stands, not lost in time. Sound still heals, rhythm still prime. Stars open wide, stand me near. Blue white, no crystal clear. Crows wake up, what snap inside. I didn't forget, I just arrived. I will reach up to touch the divine. I carry it all, I carry it fine. Feeling insane, sorry land. I'm the breed, I'm the ground where I stand. I don't need to reach what's above. It moves through me, moves as one. Right here, right now, every round the line, I carry it all at the same time. Ancestors close, hands on my back, and I'm past laid down, so I don't crack. Waters move, yeah, my eye near. Oceans drains, makes the way clear. Boy, I once true through the air. Change, don't ask, it clears the space. Masters watching, angels rise. Spirit breathes, no compromise. I don't need to touch the divine. I carry it all, I carry it fine. Touch and sand through time. Every almost through is that. I'm the ground, I'm the ground, standing still. I'm heaven soon.
We have reached the ancestors, another stage upon our journey. Why are we here? Can I be real with you? This isn't self-help. This is soul work, blood work, lineage level remembrance. We've already been on a journey together through the threshold, the breakdown, and the shadow. Now we're circling back, but not to the old you. We're going back to the beginning so we can move forward in power. You're not just healing your own wounds. You're reconnecting with a path that was already paved by the ones who came before you. This is the memory in your bones, in your blood, and for the questions that were not answered, but still live inside of you. The spiritual instincts you didn't make up. You inherited them. We're remembering what was never lost, just buried, hidden under shame, forced silence. In a network that tried to make you forget, but you didn't, because the blood remembers, and now, so do you. Welcome to Blended Healing. Welcome, because the blood remembers. We already been through the same things together. The same things. We went through, like I said, station 1, which was the threshold. Then station 2, the real breakdown. Station 3, the shadow. And now we're here. Because that last one, the shadow, took it out of us, or what? It's time to commune with the ancestors. It's time. This is a return. You're not returning back to who you were. This is where you are today. Because the other side of it is gone. It's gone. We're going back to go forward. And that means going back to the ancestors, tracing the bloodline, not just to understand the past, but to understand the assignment that you were given. Because when the blood remembers, it doesn't just remember what happened to us. It remembers who we were before it happened. Ashe. I'll be right back after this.
If only I knew what it takes just now, yeah. In my own way, in my own way. If only you knew, if only you knew. In my own way, in my own way. Do I go, do I stay? Do I go, do I stay? How do I get out my own way? And if only you knew, if only you knew. In my own way, do I go?
Welcome back. The soul contract. No, 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 no. It's not in that overused, watered down way people like to pass down. This is no Instagram affirmation. This is spiritual law. Before you got here, you made a choice. Your soul sat at the table with your ancestors and the divine and said, send me back through that line. I'll pick up what got dropped. I will carry the fire forward. I will not let it die with them or allow the truth to be whitewashed. And so here you are. You may not have the paperwork, or you may not even know every name traced on that family tree, but the spirit knows. You could feel it in your bones, in your dreams, your instincts, certain things and how they call to you. It's a kind of haunting type of a thing, but not in a bad way, but in a good way, because these things, certain things, you know, they'll call to you. Like I just said, things that you never learned about but always knew. That's what it means to be Gullah Geechee by soul contract. You embody it, and you must carry that code inside of you. And now it's time for you to stop questioning what you already know. Here's something else that matters on this part of the journey. Estimates suggest, a little side, because I'm a geek. Estimates suggest that there are around 1 million descendants of the Gullah Geechee Nation living in the United States right now. And a large number of them don't even realize it because their history wasn't passed down the way it was supposed to be. Names got changed, families got pulled apart, and they went in different directions all over the United States and beyond. Stories got interrupted or changed. So what happens instead is that the memory shows up without even having a label. It shows up like being pulled to something or some type of recognition, something that's familiar. I don't know, familiarity that you just can't explain. You know that is something that you know. You know it. And that's important because it tells us this isn't just about what you can trace, it's about what you survive. A lot of people are walking around here carrying this legacy without ever being told what to call it. The knowing came first. The explanation comes later because the blood remembers. The blood remembers rice fields and resistance. It remembers language passed hand to hand when our mouths were beaten for speaking about it. It remembers who we were before we were defined by outsiders. The blood. The blood remembers that wholeness was always ours. We just got interrupted. I want to be very clear. By no means does it say to have anything about romanticizing any type of pain when it comes to us. You feel me? It's about reclaiming our purpose. You come from a people who made a way out of no way. every single day, who braided seeds in their hair, who coded messages in quilts and rhythms and root work, who passed down power in ways that the others couldn't touch. And you think that your life is some type of a coincidence, that you're just here to survive and die? You came through for a reason. And now that you have done the work of healing or in the midst of it and seeing your patterns and getting rid of what's not you, it's time to remember what it is. It's time to reconnect with the map your blood already has. Before you even say, oh Lord, she's talking this, I don't want to listen. Listen, this part of the journey is not optional. If you want collective liberation, you need to understand our lineage level assignments, the roles we were born to play, the wisdom we were meant to have. And we do that by listening to the memory of our own body, our own blood, and our own bones. So yeah, this is spiritual, but it's also ancestral and definitely strategic. You're not lost, you're returning. So let's keep walking. Ashe? All right. Let's talk about your lineage. Excuse me, I feel like I'm coming down with something. I'm really not claiming it, but I do feel it. And before you ask, yes, I did take a tincture from Holistic Royalty by Kells. I did. The oil of oregano is the product of the day because I'm taking it, and it does seem to work. And I'm also using my Shamaka Essentials nasal inhaler to clean up my sinus passages. So yes, shameless plug in the middle of what I'm talking about. But let's get back to this because this is important. It's really important. So say for instance, right, you're not just discovering your roots. What if you've been walking a divine path that was mapped out long before you got here? Say, for instance, that you track back to places like Charleston, South Carolina, or Georgia, right in the heart of the Gullah Geechee corridor. South Carolina, Charleston, is where Black resilience thrived in the aftermath of slavery, where prayers were whispered behind closed doors, where root women, root women, I want that to land a little bit, because we ain't had no doctor. We couldn't. So we relied on somebody who would go out and get the plants, who identified them and turned them into the medicine that we needed to heal our body. So the root women moved quietly with medicine in their aprons, and where church pews held both scripture and spirit. What if your family journeyed from Charleston, Savannah, or even parts of the Florida coast, close enough to step into the lands preserved by the Gullah Geechee Nation? Lands where people held onto what others tried to erase: the language, the herbs, the divination, the dreams, and the old songs of the ancestors. What if Spirit has been trying to remind you that you are Gullah Geechee, not by paperwork or claim, but by blood, memory, and by the agreement made long before this life? Here's another scenario. Chances are your people were labeled mulattoes in the census a label that was never a reflection of who they were, just something forced on them by systems. I said systems, trying to divide, conquer, and control, because paperwork can't hold spirit, and spirit doesn't answer to boxes. Excuse me. That's why the knowing might show up in a way that you can't explain it. A smell, a dream, a taste, a knowing that lives deep in your body with no name. That's your signal, and that's your root calling. You are the living altar, the return, and the one who knows. Let's keep walking. Ashe? All right, I'll be right back after this.
Feeding with sand. Ocean knows my name before I ever speak back. Salt in the skin, wind in my hair. Standing where water meets sky, I'm aware. I look up once, heaven responds. White light moves through, truth carries on. I don't walk alone, never did. Body and clothes keeps me for what I skill. He don't say much, just stands his ground. Every near miss, he was around. I don't need faith to touch the line. I carry it all, I carry it fine. Heaven and sin, soaring rain. I'm the bridge, I'm the ground where I stand. I don't need love to reach what's above, and it moves through me, moves as one. Right now, every wrong line, I carry it all at the same time. Michael watching.
For those who know, you know. Why are you drawn to root work and divination? Because you didn't just come on it, you know what I mean? You didn't just fall into it. It has always had to have been in you. In Gullah Geechee tradition, root work was survival, protection, and healing. Sacred knowledge covered by silence. Divination was our language when words were forbidden. Spirit flowed through the women and men who walked with dreams in their eyes and prayer in their hands. You're drawn to root work because your people practiced it. Yes, there's footprint left on your life. You're gifted in divination because your bloodline held seers, dreamers, bone readers, and Bible prophets, and root work, herbs, candles, baths, oils was how Gullah folks protected, healed, and thrived. And if you feel at home doing divination or handling herbs, oils, and candles, it's because your people did that. Divination through your dreams, bones, signs, Bible, nature was as natural language passed down from African traditions. You're just remembering now. This is your inheritance. Not a hobby, an inheritance. This is your soul's remembrance. The ancestors didn't write it all down, but they passed it through their blood, memory, and soul contracts. This is your calling, returning to you. When you're gifted, it equals being called. Because a gift in divination is a spiritual responsibility in hoodoo Gullah culture. And that means that you're likely to have seer energy. Maybe it's dreams, intuition, or you can read people easily. You might have root doctors or how can I say that? Women with the abilities to turn something out of something else. How about that? You may feel like you just know things or feel spirit moving through you when you're doing the work. And that's alignment, the ancestral way. Your bloodline unlocks gift. Some people are spiritually pulled and skilled without formal training. You might pick up a conjure work naturally, meaning, the abundance candles and stuff like that, right? So you, in order to make that particular oil to put inside the candle, you would have to curate some herbs and have a base oil and infuse them. It's a process, but it's useful because at the end of the day, you end up with an oil that specifically is pulled through because of what you did. And I commend you for that. You're not getting into root work. You're returning to what's already yours. Honor your gift. Acknowledge your ancestors and ground your power in your Gullah Geechee heritage. Protect yourself as you go deeper. Ashe. All right. I'm not keeping you long. This is just the beginning. We visiting, but the ancestors want to get this all out the way. We got to lay a foundation down. We got to lay it down. So don't shoot the messenger. All right? All right.
Georgia, Georgia.
Yo, just pulled up to the Love Palace. Ain't no cap here, just facts and feels. D and Kel's on the mic, we talking ships, all kinds. Pull up and unpack. Kiss and Trey. Friendships that held me down through the struggle. Companions who dipped when I stepped out the bubble. Family ties that tug, some tight, some frayed. But we lay it all out, let the truth get played. No judgment, just lessons on velvet chairs. We speak from the gut, raw love, stripped bare. Got a steed, got that glow like sage in the wind. Queen Coles hit the mic, truth spilling again.
Ships, we talk it, we walk it. No filters, just real. Love Palace, the spot where your soul can heal. All them ties, all those vibes, we ain't letting them drown. We lift ships up, never tear them down. With
situationships with benefits and
Don't forget to tune into Goddessy of Love and Queen Kells, which is Holistic Royalty by Kells, on Tuesdays for the Love Palace's very own The Ships. Put your notification bell on so you can know when they go live. Starts at about 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tuesdays. Then they take a break in between, and then it goes into a live Q&A. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to Goddessy of Love. Let's move on. You're getting some type of messages, and you know you are. You just think that you're being crazy, but you're really not. Because we're not here in the past. Your ancestors are in your veins, and they're not gone. They are the breeze that cools your neck and the warmth that holds your body when you start to cry. You just haven't remembered them, but you have awakened them. You are the one that they prayed would return. So don't doubt your gifts. Don't let the visions that you've been having, don't let them be silent, because they belong to you. Let that fire in your whole body rise, and let the water in your bones, in your blood speak. The work you do is not small. It's ancient. And the ancestors will walk with you every step of the way. The blood remembers. The blood remembers. And so do you. I want you to know that you are living by the root and by the water. You walk with the rhythm of two sacred forces. The root, which is your herbs, your oils, your prayer, protection. The water, your dreams, your emotions, your ancestors, and the flow. Your tools aren't just items. They are extensions of your spiritual lineage. Your altar is not a shelf. It's a reunion. Your work is not imitation. It is remembrance. Let the earth teach you. Let the water cleanse you. You are the conjure and the calm. You are the root and the water, and you are remembrance. But I have something a little sweet for you. Nice little treat. Might want to get your little pen and paper out, or make sure that you take a note of the time stamp, because I'm going to give you a little something, something, something to help you out. Yeah. I'm going to give you a recipe for a spiritual bath for the root and for the water, land and sea. This bath that I'm about to give you is a sacred blend of land and sea energy, cleansing and restoring, and then activating. Okay, here's what you need. You need to get yourself some sea salt, all right? And some Epsom salt, and put that aside. The herbs that you're going to need is rosemary, which is used for protection, hyssop, HYSSOP, which is used for clearing, or lemongrass, which is used for opening. So pick one. All right. But always use the rosemary. You can have a choice between the hyssop or the lemongrass. Okay? All right. What you're going to do is you're going to get a bowl of water. Okay? Put some shells or stones, something from the earth, inside of that bowl. Okay? All right. Now, this is optional. You don't have to do it, but it does enhance. The first thing you can do is add a few drops of Florida water if you have it, or a few drops of milk or honey. Okay, just a few drops. The other optional add-ons, we'll talk about it because it comes directly from my shop. So what you're going to do is when you put everything in a bowl, right, you mix it up, and then you're going to put it in, you're going to pour that into your pot on the stove. Then you're going to boil those herbs for at least 30 minutes. Okay? After the 30 minutes, you're going to turn off the stove and you're going to put the lid on the pot and let it steep for another 30 minutes. After that, you're going to get your strainer out and you're going to get another vessel or another bowl in order for you to catch the liquid after you strain it. So you're going to strain it into another bowl. So that way it catches all of the rosemary and whatever else, that I suggested that you put in there. So you're just left with pure liquid. Okay? All right. So you boil the herbs, you strain it, then you add your salts to it. So you add your sea salt and your Epsom salt into it. And if you have any type of other ingredients, like, that I create my own master oils, meaning I make oils by hand through herbs and flowers. So there's protection, there's clarity, there's angel, whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. But this is actually cleaning you, and it's also actually giving you power. Okay. So that's when you add that into the standing water. Okay. Then what you're going to do is you're going to put it into a vessel. You're going to go into the bathroom. May I offer that you take a shower? Why a shower blended and not a bath? These things are called baths because you had to remember they didn't have a regular bathtub. So how did they do this? They would get inside of the tub and just let the water pour over them. And that's essentially what you're about to do. You're going to turn on the shower, right? Then you're going to clean yourself like you normally do with soap and stuff like that. Rinse off. Then turn off the shower head and allow the water to run at the bottom of the tub. If you are getting rid of something like negativity because you're cleansing yourself, you're going to start pouring from your head down. I know some of y'all beauty queens don't want to get your hair wet, so it's okay for you to start at your neck. Then you're going to take some of that that mixture that you did, your spiritual bath. And you're going to start pouring from your neck down with one hand, and then you're going to pat it into your skin with your other hand, all the way down from neck down to your feet, arms, all of that. Tap it in. Then when you're done, you would step out of the tub and pat dry or air dry. You got it? All right. While you're in there, you should be stating your affirmation or whatever it is that you want. Set your intention. I'm sorry. That's a big part of it as well. You could say stuff like, I cleanse myself in remembrance. I return to the truth of who I am. The roots ground me. The water carries me. And the blood remembers. Okay? After you've done that, then you go directly to bed. There's no hoo-ha that night. Okay? No hoo-ha. This is an option too. You can dress in all white, blue, or any earth tones after you do this. Okay? You're going to lay down. You're going to tune into frequency music. So you know when you go on YouTube and then you have this music that is, I don't know, if you put in frequency music and whatever it is that you're trying to do, like in this case, you want to cleanse yourself. So you would put in the search bar, cleansing frequency music. And then it'll come up with all different types of cleansing. Choose one and put it on. And then get yourself comfortable and allow the negativity to just release your body, which it will. Okay? Because this high frequency music is going to remove anything that is not of the divine and bring in all positive things as it gets rid of the negative things. Ashe? All right. That was a little sweet thing, as my friend that I listen to, Alemi, says. But that was just a little sidebar, giving you back something to let you know that this does feel like you know. I'm just sharing it with you. So that took longer than I thought, but I hope that finds you well. And if you don't want to go through the whole process, you can come to me and I can give you what you need. I have all types of spiritual baths, all different things. So you can go on my website, www.shamakaessentials.com, for all of your spiritual and aromatherapy and wellness needs. So, we here now. We're going to close this out. But I want you to remember, you were never just wandering around. You're being called. Everything that you felt, everything that you saw, everything that you have been drawn to along this path, it's not coincidental. That's remembrance. That's alignment. You carry more than your name. You carry prayers, practices, promises, and the continuation of something powerful. And you don't need anybody to allow you to do it because it's yours. You do it whenever you want to. So keep going. Keep listening. Keep honoring what shows up in your spirit. Even if it sounds like a whisper that only you can hear. You're not just healing, you're restoring. what was sacred, your ancestors. You're not just finding yourself, you're finding your people again through you. And trust me when I say they see you, the blood remembers, and now so do you. Let's keep walking. And that's it, and that's all. I said what I said, and that's it. All right? All right. Be well, stay safe. Ashe and deep bow to each and every one of you. Stay warm. Bundle up out there. Don't be playing games. You're not as young as you think you are. Be safe out there. Watch out for the babies. Watch out. Watch out for the babies and watch out for the elders. And if you have an outside pet, make sure that you bring them in. Be your brothers and sisters' keeper during this winter that is such a much. All right? All right. Peace out.
Yeah, let's move it out now. Big relentless up in this. It's Big Mouthpiece. Oh, you ain't know? That ain't love, that's like hatred. Come on, brother. Why you niggas still on fake shit? Come on, brother. How you black, but you a racist? Come on, brother. She sleeping with a twin husband, see this tasting. Come on, sister. Time to take it back to the king queen shit. Come on, sister. Time to take it back to the king queen shit. Come on, brother. It's time to take it back to the king queen shit. Come on, brother. It's time to take it back. Come on, it's not an emergency. Time to get moving with urgency. Big Mouthpiece back. Take it, this shit sold up like surgery. Shout out to DJ King Miller and all those that work in the church. Can't waste no time. We better do it in a hurry. Set a date at 9 or probably even 9:30. Why they so quick to talk down but slow to show love to me? Quick to eat off the table but won't plan me want something for me. I gave them my open arms, now they acting like they don't know me. I needed some direction, that's when Queen Money Tide told me. Focus on the bag, all that nonsense is below me. So turn me up, don't be shady, press that like up for me. Hey, you can't look down on your brother, I used to swipe from the corner store cause I was hungry. Instead of respecting my grind, how you go throw shade on me? Big brother hate my guts, tryna chop off my feet, but I am not Toby. Haters be praying on my downfall, but be acting like we homies. That ain't love, that's like hatred. Come on, brother. Why you niggas still on fake shit? Come on, brother. How you black, but you a racist? Come on, brother. She sleeping with a twin husband, see that's tasteless. Come on.
All hands, all eyes, move aside. Queen in motion, change the tide. Queen coming through, take note. Not asking, not explaining, I arrive, y'all adjusting. I don't knock, I don't beg, I don't linger. Room shift soon as I lift one finger. You been loud, but your power borrow. I've been quiet, stacking crowns for tomorrow. Queen coming through, watch the flow bend. Every step precise, every look a trend. You mistake grace for softness. That's cute, but deeply incorrect, friend. I move smooth, never rush. Every step got intent and trust. If you're reaching for control again, that's the moment you already lost in love. Funny how the air get tense when I enter, truths get dense. Queen coming through, can't ignore. I don't flex, I exist on court. All hands, all eyes, clear the lane. Crown don't wobble, pressure stay. I don't chase, I don't prove. I step in the world, rearrange. Queen.
My name is Alicia. It's beautiful. Go run the world. I intend to. Ready for this? Absolutely. Hey, Queen. The new ladies. Ready to shop? Always. Come on in. My pleasure. Make yourselves at home.
Funny watching power clean. Queen coming through, don't get it twisted. By the time you blink, the rules been shifted.
Hey, Queen. I just saw your name pop up.
Hi, lovely. I wanted to check in.
How has the pain been?
Much better, and I've been using that neurotherapy pain tincture you sent me. A couple of drops under my tongue calm everything down.
Pair it with that nerve pain salve you made.
Queen coming through, don't forget I expand and let it fall. All hands, all eyes, make it known. I don't borrow, I don't lie, on the tongue. I don't fight for empty seats, I sit back and inherit thrones. Queen coming through, step correct, read room, the room, show some respect. I ain't cold, I'm just precise and precision, tennis sting, I guess.